How fast can a man run? Imagine you are running from the police, accused of a murder you didn't commit. That's the easy part. Now, imagine you are also running from an organization of ruthless international spies who are trying to kill you for the secret you possess. You cannot trust the police. You cannot trust the government. You cannot trust anyone. Today, we are looking at Alfred Hitchcock's 1935 thriller masterpiece, The 39 Steps. This is not just a film. This is the invention of an entire genre. This is the blueprint for the innocent man on the run thriller, the template that would later inspire everything from North by Northwest to The Fugitive. This is the story of an ordinary man who was simply bored and was pulled into a deadly international conspiracy. Let us meet our hero, Richard Hannay. Hannay is not a spy. He is not a soldier. He is a Canadian visiting London, and he is profoundly bored. He is looking for anything, any excitement, to break the monotony of polite British society. He is about to find far too much of it. It all begins in a crowded London music hall. Hannay is watching a vaudeville act, a bizarre performer called Mr. Memory, a man who claims to know 50,000 facts and can answer any question posed to him. Suddenly, chaos. A gunshot rings out in the theater. Panic, screams. The crowd stampedes for the exits. In the middle of this stampede, a terrified, mysterious woman, Annabella Smith, grabs Hannay's arm. She begs him for help. She whispers that she is being hunted by the men who fired the shot, and she needs to hide. She begs him to take her home. Hannay, intrigued by the adventure, agrees. He takes the mysterious woman back to his apartment. And there, that night, Hannay's boring life ends forever. The woman confesses. She is a spy, a freelance agent. She is trying to stop an organization, a ring of international assassins and spies, from stealing vital British military secrets. She tells him the secret is a new airplane engine design. She tells him the name of the organization, the 39 Steps, and she tells him about their leader, a brilliant, ruthless man who is missing the top joint of his little finger. Hannay, of course, does not believe her. He thinks she is hysterical, a fantasist. This all sounds like a cheap novel. He is polite, but skeptical, and offers her the couch. He goes to bed. He is awakened in the middle of the night. Annabella stumbles into his room. She makes a gasping sound, and she collapses at his feet. A long kitchen knife is buried deep in her back. She is dead, in his apartment, on his floor. As she dies, she clutches the one thing that matters, a map of Scotland. On the map, one small town is circled. This was where she was going. Hannay realizes, in an instant of pure terror, that everything she said was true. The spies who followed her here are now outside his apartment door. The phone rings. They are confirming he is home. He also knows that, in minutes, the building manager will find the body. The police will be called. He is trapped. The police will arrive and arrest him for a murder he didn't commit. The spies waiting outside will kill him for the secret he now possesses. He is the wrong man. He is the innocent fugitive. He is hunted by both the law and the lawless. Before we continue this non-stop thriller, if you love the masterpieces of Alfred Hitchcock and classic suspense, hit that subscribe button right now for Silver Screen Tales. Hannay has only one choice. He must run. He has to get to Scotland, to that small town on the map, to unravel the mystery of the 39 Steps himself, because it is the only way to prove his innocence. This begins the fast-paced action the user requested. This is the great chase. Hannay barely escapes his apartment, disguised as a milkman. He races to King's Cross Station. He boards the Flying Scotsman train, heading north. He knows the police are already searching London, but he doesn't know the spies are already on the train with him. He realizes he is being watched by two men pretending to read newspapers. They are watching him. He is cornered on a moving train. This brings us to one of the most famous shots in cinema history. As the train crosses the massive, iconic Forth Bridge in Scotland, Hanny sees the police checking the other end of the car. He is trapped. He opens the train window, and he climbs outside. He hangs, desperately, hundreds of feet in the air, clinging to the cold steel structure of the bridge. As the massive steam train thunders past his head, he escapes. He is now a fugitive, hunted across the Scottish Highlands. He flees across the moors, exhausted. He finds a small, isolated farmhouse. He begs for shelter. He meets a poor older farmer, the crofter, and his much younger, sad wife. The farmer is a cruel, deeply religious, and suspicious man. The young wife, however, sees the kindness and desperation in Hanny. Hanne thinks he is safe for the night. This is the next betrayal. The farmer, recognizing Hanne from the newspaper headlines, sees only the reward money. He betrays Hanne to the police. But the young wife, seeing the police arrive, helps Hanny escape out the back window. She gives him her husband's coat. Hanne continues to run. Guided by the dead spy's map, he finally reaches the house of the one man Annabella said could be trusted. This is the safe harbor, the home of Professor Jordan. Professor Jordan is a respected, wealthy, charming academic. He welcomes Hanne in. Hanne, relieved, finally spills the entire story. The spy, the murder, the 39 steps, the missing finger joint. Professor Jordan listens patiently. He smiles. He assures Hanne he is safe. And then, Professor Jordan holds up his own hand, and he shows Hanne that the top joint of his little finger is missing. This is the ultimate betrayal. Hanne has just confessed everything to the leader of the conspiracy. He walked directly into the lion's den. Professor Jordan, the antagonist, politely informs Hanne that he is sorry, but Hanne now knows too much. Jordan pulls a gun. A shot rings out. Hanne collapses. Jordan, convinced the wrong man is finally dead, leaves. But Hitchcock is not done. Hanne wakes up. He was shot, but the bullet was stopped. By what? By the hymn book that the farmer's wife had slipped into the pocket of the coat she gave him. Saved by faith, and by the farmer's wife's betrayal of her own husband. Hanne, now knowing the identity of the villain, must get back to London. But he is still the most wanted man in the country. He manages to sneak into a political rally. He is mistaken for the guest speaker. He is forced onto the stage. He has to improvise a political speech. He gives a rousing, passionate, and completely meaningless speech about the future, and the crowd loves him. But the spies, Jordan's men, are in that same audience. They recognize him. Just as they move to capture him, Hanne grabs a random woman from the crowd, Pamela, and kisses her, pretending she is his lover, trying to escape in the chaos. But Pamela read the newspapers. She thinks Hanne is the murderer. She screams. She betrays him to the men who are pretending to be police. These men who are actually the spies handcuff Hanne to Pamela. Hanne realizes these are not real police. He is forced to escape again, this time dragging a furious woman, Pamela, who hates him, and who is physically attached to his wrist. This entire sequence is the birth of the banter under fire genre. They must hide in inns, pretending to be a married couple, all while handcuffed together. Eventually, Pamela overhears the spies talking. She realizes Hanne has been telling the truth the entire time. She is now his ally. They escape back to London. They know Professor Jordan's plan is happening tonight. They must stop the 39 steps. But what is it? The only remaining clue, Mr. Memory, the vaudeville performer from the beginning. Why was Annabella the spy killed at his show? This brings us to the climax. Back where we started, the London Palladium. Hannay and Pamela are in the theater. They know Professor Jordan and his spy ring are also in the audience. They are watching the show. Mr. Memory comes on stage, and Hanny finally understands the entire conspiracy. The 39 steps isn't a thing. It's not a document. The spy ring didn't steal the secret airplane formula. They memorized it. They fed the complex formula to Mr. Memory. And now, Professor Jordan is smuggling Mr. Memory the human hard drive out of the country after the show. It is the perfect crime. How can you arrest a man for what is inside his own brain? Hanny knows he cannot let him leave. From the audience box, Hanny shouts, "What are the 39 steps?" Mr. Memory, the performer, is programmed by his act. He must answer any question. He begins to speak. He begins reciting, line by line, the top secret military formula for the new airplane engine. In the audience, Professor Jordan, the spy, realizes the secret is out. He pulls his gun. He shoots Mr. Memory on stage, silencing him forever. The police, alerted by Hannay, move in. Professor Jordan, the antagonist, is captured. The ring collapses. The dying Mr. Memory confesses the whole plot to Hannay. He is proud that he knew the answer. Hannay is cleared. His innocence is proven. He and Pamela, the woman who betrayed him and then saved him, embrace. The chase is over. This brings us to the analysis. The 39 Steps is arguably Hitchcock's most important early film. It perfected the MacGuffin. The MacGuffin is the object everyone in the film is chasing that the audience doesn't actually care about. The airplane formula, it doesn't matter what it is. It just matters that the spies want it, and Hannay has to stop them. The film's pacing, which the user requested we match, is relentless. It never stops. Train, bridge, farmhouse, political rally, theater. It is pure kinetic energy. But the film's theme is the one Hitchcock loved most, the chaos that hides just beneath the surface of civilized, boring life. Hannay wanted adventure. He got it, and he realized that polite society, Professor Jordan, is often the mask that the greatest evil wears. Contempt, betrayal. This film launched the entire spy thriller genre as we know it. Without Richard Hannay running handcuffed to Pamela, there is no James Bond.